I'm going to be giving you a complete tutorial on how to edit with iMovie with a special bonus at the end of this video for YouTubers looking to grow their channel. Now, I'm doing this tutorial from my iPad just because it's a bigger screen, plus I can have a mouse hooked up so you can see where I'm clicking, but it's the exact same experience if you are editing this on iPhone. So to start, what I'm going to do is click on Movie, and then it's going to take me right to my moments. I can also click over here to videos, which is probably more important because we're making videos here. It's going to show me my whole list of videos that I can choose. And all I have to do is just click on these, and I can click the check mark, which means I'm going to add it. I'm going to do that for each of these here. Now I've got all three. And then what I can do is click Create Movie, and it's going to add them to our timeline. So what I can actually do is use my finger and I can scroll through the clips and take a look at each of them. I can also pinch to zoom out, as well as pinch to zoom in if I want to edit very, very specifically. So I can pinch to resize that timeline. If for some reason I need to add more video clips, I can just click this plus icon up here, and I can go and choose either videos or photos and be able to add those to my timeline. Now, automatically set in between our clips here, you'll see this transition button. What I'm actually going to do is click on these. You can change it to a transition if you want and change how long that transition is. I don't like transitions, so I'm going to actually click on these and click none for each of them, just so there's no transitions. If you want to rearrange your video clips, all you have to do is just use your finger, and you're going to hold your finger down on the video clip, and you can actually drag it around your timeline and move it to anywhere you want, and then just let go where you want to release it, and you'll have moved your clip. All right, so let's get into trimming these videos. So the first thing you're gonna wanna do is actually click this audio icon over on the far right. What this will actually do is show you where the sound is in your videos. So for me, this is a talking head video, and you can see, I'm just gonna zoom in with my fingers, that the audio starts right here. So I know that's the spot I need to trim up to, right where I start talking. So in order to trim, all I have to do is click on the video, and then you can grab either side, those bigger yellow parts. You can just grab with your finger and drag. So I can drag it all the way up to right where I'm about to start talking, and basically right where that white line is lined up. I'm trying to get it right there. I can also watch my reaction on the screen there, right when I'm about to start talking. I can let go. And now my video is lined up perfectly right there. And I can do the same thing for the other side here. I'll just grab this other side and line it up right where I stopped talking. Now for this other clip, let's say I wanted to cut something out in the middle. What I can actually do is click on this video, and I can click this scissors button. And what this will actually do is allow me to split the clip in half. So when I click that, it makes two separate clips, right, split down the middle. And then I can use my finger to trim this side further. I can click on this one and trim that side further over. And now I've edited the middle of a video and I'm able to knock something out. Now, if for some reason you make a mistake and let's say you accidentally trimmed something that you didn't want trimmed that way, you can actually click this back button right here, and that'll reverse any action. So if I keep clicking this, it reversed that split we did, and we're back to right where we're at. So that back button is really useful if you accidentally make a mistake. All right, so let's get into a few more settings and things we can do within this editor. So if I click on the video here, we already talked about the split icon that we can do. We can see all our settings on the bottom here, but there's a few others, like for example, speed here will allow us to speed up our video or slow it down. Volume's pretty self-explanatory, turn it up or turn it down. Text effects, this will actually allow us to add text to our video. So for example, I can click through some of these and preview them, and I can kind of see on the bottom here, they'll show me what happens when these play. Let's go with this split one here, and then all I'm going to do is just tap this lightly, and then it'll pop up the option to edit. This video, there we go, and I'll just kind of click enter just to be done there. And then I have the option on the side here to change the font if I want to. I can change the color of it. And then I also have more options here. If I click these three dots, I can change the style of the text. So I could make it a lower third where it just shows up on the bottom here, or I can leave it where it takes up the whole middle of the screen. But we'll probably do a lower third just so it's out of the way. There's some other options here where you can make the text for the full duration of the video, which we don't want to do. But now, when we click play here, the text will appear on the side there, and then it'll end up disappearing. Now, one more thing with text, depending on your project, you can actually get different text effects. So if I click this settings icon up here, you'll notice the theme of this video is simple. But there's actually a few themes you can choose from. So if I choose something like news, for example, because this is a really fun theme, what I can actually do now is when I click on the video and I go to text, there'll actually pop up a news icon here that I can use. So now I can be Mr. Reporter here. This is Colin Michael for the news, which is a pretty fun effect. But I can also click the options over here and click style. And I could choose something like opening. So this is the opening news effect. Or I could do the middle, which will do the regular news headline, as well as a closing effect. So you can change this theme up here and get some pretty cool results depending on what kind of theme you want to go for. So news, you can do travel, more fun, modern looks, different things like that. So definitely check those out because they are a whole lot of fun to play around with and they're very professional looking. And I think the last thing that we haven't covered here is filters. So they have a whole bunch of filters you can choose through for fun. If you click on those, it'll apply it. And then you can use this bar down here to choose how much it applies, which that actually looks pretty darn good with that filter on there. I kind of like that. But if you want to lower the effect, you can always control that right there. Now, if you want to actually add music to your videos, you can click the plus icon up here. You can scroll to the audio section, click on that. And you can either choose your music, and otherwise they have built-in sound effects that you can use, as well as some soundtracks that you can choose from. So if you scroll through here, there's a few different things that you'd be able to add to your video to make it more interesting. Some of these you just gotta download from the cloud and then add them in, and then you've got some awesome music to your video. So if I click on this here, it'll play it. I can click the plus icon to add it to my timeline. And now I've got audio and music for my videos. Now, one thing as far as photos go, if you do add photos to your video, when you click on them and you go to the actions section, you can actually choose whether you want it to move on the screen or not. So if Ken Burns is disabled, they'll just show an image and nothing will happen. If Ken Burns is enabled, there'll actually be motion for your photos. You can actually make it kind of a nice moving transition there, which is nice. You can actually customize it if you want. So pinch to position the start. So I will pinch, so maybe we'll start zoomed in. And then I'll click on this icon here, and I can pinch to position the end. So I want to end fully zoomed out. And now it'll do that effect for the photo. So if you make photo collages, you can use that Ken Burns effect, probably add it with some transitions, and make a very nice photo collage with iMovie. Now, once you're done with your video, just click the done icon up here. And then what you want to do is click the export icon, which will just save the video to your timeline. And then from there, you can export it to YouTube or Facebook or wherever you want to send the video. Now, like I said at the beginning of this video, if you're trying to learn video editing so you can make YouTube videos, I actually have a special bonus for you. I have created a free training on actionable strategies to help you get your first 1,000 subscribers. So if you're trying to grow your YouTube channel, hopefully get monetized and start making money on YouTube, definitely check out this training. It's linked down below where you can sign up, and these are actionable things that you can do to start growing your channel faster. So definitely check that out. And if you want to, there's actually more tutorials I have on iMovie to help you learn more things you can do. So be sure to check that out as well.